Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol FENG. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious, but I will anyways. Absolutely monster move today, not only from a price action perspective, but you look here at the volume, and biggest volume and most consistent volume this chart has had for quite a while. So let's map out some levels of support, then we can talk areas of resistance. In fact, for this, I want to just check real quick on the daily time frame, because I'm pretty sure this chart is up at locations that it hasn't been for quite a while. And yep, just as I expected. Oh, apparently I've done this one before, so we'll just get these lines out of there. So as you can see now, instead of each one of these representing 30 minutes, each one does represent a day. So I just want to give some overall context that when it comes to levels of resistance, I mean, this thing is as high as it's been in a very, very long time. So on that note, I'm just going to essentially call this that the chart is in the middle of a blue sky breakout, and that from the support standpoint, really the overall support comes from a foundational rule in charting, which is based right here at $6.75. And that rule states when levels of resistance are broken. So let's first establish the fact that this was a level of resistance. You can see right there, knocked down the price. Price got somewhat around the area, but it was knocked back down. Once again, knocked it down there. But there is where the breakout happened. So going forward, you would want to see this former level of resistance now act as support. So now let's go back to the 30-minute section here. And that way we can see kind of a more so action of what happened intraday. And another way to kind of just gauge, because I realize the price essentially just went straight up, is we're going to use some Fibonacci retracements here. And for that, you can keep an eye on these marks going forward. If you're not a fan of this tool, that's fine too, but it's kind of, you don't really have much choice. Yeah, you have 675, but outside of that, because this thing made such a beast move, there's only so much that you can really, extrapolate from, former highs and stuff like that. So as far as the Fibonacci, retracements are concerned, 762 looks to be a potential area of support on any sort of pullback. And then you have the famous 38.2, that's right there at 735. And then a 50% retracement would be right there around 708. Don't get me wrong, as much as I wish I could say this is some sort of magical tool, just because the price drops down to any of these areas does not automatically mean the price will bounce. Is it shocking to see the price bounce? Never shocking, but again, no such thing as a magical tool, a holy grail. But this is just kind of a way to help kind of gauge where some supports may be after such a crazy move. So no doubt about it, FENG, massive move today. It'll be interesting to see if the bulls can continue to build upon this momentum or not going forward. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.